Hi, I'm Mr. Jody, and I'm going to give you a trumpet lesson. This is trumpet lesson number 1, beginning the trumpet. While the trumpet is a wonderful instrument, I love the trumpet. I've been playing trumpet now for about 24 years. Yeah, it's been a while. And trumpet is a great instrument, and I hope that you'll be able to learn that. We're going to give you some lessons here on www.learnitonlinetoday.com. And to begin with, first of all, to play the trumpet, you need to know how to get the sound. Well, you need to have a mouthpiece in order to get the sound, first of all. When you do have a mouthpiece, what you need to do is you need to use your lips to do what's called buzzing your lips. Let's practice that together for just a moment. We're going to buzz our lips. Take your lips, put them together really tight, and I want you just to blow a lot of air through. Did that seem weird enough for you? Try it with me though. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. That's the first part. Now if you went, that's not what you need to do. In order to play the trumpet, you need to put your lips together fairly tight. You need to get a higher sounding buzz like this. When you first start, it takes a little practice to get that buzzing of the lips. Now, that's the first part, to get your lips right. That's called an embouchure. So you get your embouchure set right. That's the first part of being able to play a trumpet. Now let's do it with the mouthpiece. So we take the mouthpiece, I'm going to put my mouth, so I'm going to try to center the mouthpiece into the center of my mouth so that the top part of my lip and the bottom part of my lip are even. So the middle of my lip where I'm going to do that buzzing sound is right in the very middle of the mouthpiece. So here I'm going to put it in my mouth and I'm going to take a big breath and go. Let's see if you can get that sound now. Try that sound. Ready? 1, 2, 3. There it is. Did you get it? All right. Well, there's some buzzing. That's what you do. You buzz your lips into the mouthpiece. That's how you begin getting the sound of the trumpet. Now, here's a couple of main points. When you're going to play a trumpet, you have to be able to breathe properly. Now, this is one of the most important things in order to play the trumpet, is breathing properly, air control. You know, anybody can make a loud noise on a musical instrument. Anybody can pick it up and say, I can play that, and make a big, loud, noisy noise. Well, a big, loud, noisy noise isn't very good for music. In order to play music, in order to really learn how to play, in order to play the notes properly, you have to be able to control your air. Now, we do that from our diaphragm, right down here. So here we go. We're going to try a couple of breathing exercises to start with now. So you've got the buzzing of the lips, and now the breathing exercise. Here we go. Ready? What you do is you take a big breath in and let it come down low. Don't go like this. That's the improper breathing. What you need to do is not try to fill the top of your lungs, but you're trying to fill down here, down low. So we're going to breathe in. I breathed it in way down here, down towards my diaphragm. That's where it went. The air went down here. I let my gut stick out. Don't be afraid. Let your gut hang out there. Be proud of it. Yeah. Anyhow, what you want to do is take a deep breath. Get it down here in the diaphragm area, down low. Fill the bottom of your lungs. Here we go. Ready? Let's try it. I'm going to breathe in as much as I possibly can. You try to breathe in with me. And it's going to probably take about maybe 5 or 6 seconds to breathe in. Here we go. Ready? And go. And let it all out just like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to breathe in, keep breathing in, fill up that entire low part of your air, and let's then when we blow it out, we're going to blow it out like this. We're going to go. We're going to go. We're going to blow out as if we're trying to blow out a candle, something like that. So here we go. Ready? Okay, breathing in and out. Just like that. Air control. It's all about being able to control your air. Now what I'm going to do is in some of my further lessons that we have here on www.learnitonlinetoday.com, I'm going to have a specific lesson on how to breathe properly and some specific breathing exercises you can do in order to play the trumpet. So there we go. Just to start, a couple of the very basic things. Being able to have your mouth in the right place in the mouthpiece, being able to buzz your lips, and being able to breathe from down here properly. Those are some of the very, very basic things. Now notice how I'm sitting. I'm not sitting like this. Okay, we're going to play a trumpet now, all slouched all over like this. That's not how you play a trumpet, or sitting way back like this and kind of relaxing. The way to play a trumpet, again, is you want to sit up nice and straight. You want to be able to get a good air control, getting the air down deep. And here we go, how to hold the trumpet. Now, the way to hold the trumpet properly, okay, is your hand up here, the hand on this side, is going to come up here so that your fingers are at the tops, or bent just slightly over here, so the tips of your fingers will hit the tops of the valves. The tips of your fingers hit the tops of the valves. You should not play so your fingers are over top of the valves like this. This is an incorrect way to play the trumpet. It's not very good, because when you try to do real technical pieces, this is not going to be easy to play that way. You want the tops of your fingers to hit the tops of the valves. Now, depending on the style of trumpet that you have, you may have a finger rest here, and that's where your pinky finger can go. It can go in there. The tips of your fingers are up here on the tops of the valves. That's how you get your fingers, and that's how you're supposed to hold the top there in that hand. This hand over here is going to hold so that I like to put my ring finger, because I have a pretty big hand, my ring finger in what's called the third valve slide. Now, most student model trumpets and trumpet will not have that slide there. That's usually on more of the advanced model trumpets, so you may not have that, but your third finger would go down in this part, or your ring finger would go down this part, or possibly even your pinky finger, depending on the size of your hand. But your thumb should go on this side of the valves, and your third finger on that side of the valves, and your first finger right here on the end of the valve body there as well. So there you go. So there's the hand. It goes like this position, the top hand in this position with my fingers up. My fingers, the tips of my fingers on the tips of the valves. That's the proper way to hold it. Okay, and then when you play, you need to play with your trumpet straight out, not like this. When I see students play like this, they can't get a good sound, and they wonder why. I'll tell you why. Because when you play like this, what it's doing is bending your bottom lip in and your top lip out. And when you try to play like that, you get an awful sound. That's not good for anybody. What you need to do is you need to make sure your trumpet is up, because your embouchure, or your lips, should be flat across the mouthpiece, like this. That's how you want your embouchure. That's how you want your trumpet. So sitting up straight, buzzing with the lips into the mouthpiece in the middle, and getting the air down low into the diaphragm to be able to control the air, holding the trumpet right, sitting up straight. Those are all the very first beginning basic parts of learning to play the trumpet. And now I'd like to teach you a couple of just the basic notes to begin with. We're going to start with an open C down low. That's right here. You take your mouth, put it on there, get your lips buzzing. Your jaw should be kind of opened up a little bit, open up wide. And here we go, we're going to play C. Big air down here, hold your trumpet up straight like this, and I'm going to play a G, another open note, the next open note above that. Sounds like this. There we go. And now I'm going to try to play an F. That's first valve. That's the note just below the G that we just played. And now I'm going to play an E. That's first and second valve. That's the note just below that note I just played. Okay, so let's put those three notes together. Try the G, then go to the F, then go down to the E, and then back up to the F and back up to the G. And get those notes so that you can hear the notes clearly and work on the air control as you play the notes. Now there's a lot more things to learn, such as how to use your tongue and how to get that tonguing sound. A lot more things to learn on how to actually go from one note down lower to another note, up higher to another note. There's a lot of things that we're going to learn, so keep watching on www.learnitonlinetoday.com.